Tuesday, the 2nd of February in the year 2021. Sincere apologies for starting the program 14 minutes past the hour 20. This is because my guest was stuck in traffic, but thank God that is here. And want to look at state of governance under PF. State of governance under PF. My name is Kelvin Toloko. Many thanks to those of you that are watching us on Muvi TV Decoder Channel 1. We value your support and may you continue to pay your subscription fees. Those of you that are joining us on social media, Facebook, yours is Ask Muvi. You can leave that comment, or you can comment and then we'll be able to follow through or to respond to your questions if at all you've got a question for my guest. My guest on the program is Munbashi, Patriotic Front, a PF aspiring candidate who goes by the name of Kelvin Toloko. Mr. Toloko, good evening and welcome to this special interview.
Evening, Mr. Kelvin.
How are you?
I'm okay, Mr. Kelvin. How is our place here?
No, we thank God. We thank God. We are moving by His grace. Everything is okay.
Thank you.
We want to look at state of governance under PF. You belong to a party that is in power, and very soon you'll be clocking 10 years in power. You are in the 9 years plus. How do you rate your performance or the performance of your party from the time that it was voted into power, that was in 2011?
First of all, I thank all the viewers who are watching us, and I thank you, Mr. Kelvin, for bringing me here for this opportunity. One thing that, Mr. Kelvin, I can tell you, before I state anything, let me say this. You know, a human being, they will never say thank you to the things that you have done for them. They will never say thank you. One, PF has done a lot of things. He has done a lot of projects. You know, if you go around Lusaka, you'll see projects are running. I know, even in Munbashi, there are projects which are running right now from the government or from our Republican President Edgar Chagwalungu. So one thing that I can tell you is this. People sometimes, they don't appreciate the way people saw Jesus. The same people they were with Jesus, and they are the same people who saw Jesus. Why I'm saying this? Why I'm saying this? I'm saying this in a sense of, you know, whatever our president or our government is doing right now, people won't appreciate. They always look faults. And one thing that you need to know, Mr. Kelvin, is always people only go for the faults that you have done. The right thing that you have done, people won't look into that. They only come to the air and say that, no, this person has done this and this and this. What you have done, those things that can praise people, people won't say it.
Yeah, Mr. Toloko, in 2001, Zambians voted for the movement for multi-party democracy. They continued, but there was a new candidate. That is the late Levi Patrick Mwanawasa. Up to now, people are still praising the leadership of the late Levi Patrick Mwanawasa. So when you say people don't appreciate, why is it the same Zambians, the same people, appreciated the leadership of Levi Patrick Mwanawasa?
You know, people, they only appreciate when you're out of that seat. But the thing is, we are appealing now to all Zambians to say that what our President Edgar Chagwalungu has done right now is just doing everything okay. Because we can't say that he has never delivered, and he has delivered. Because as we are saying right now, even the people of Monze, as we are saying right now, there is some massive development which is going on in Monze. You know, if you remember, I think it's just a month ago, they were commissioning some other schools there in Monze, those which Edgar Chagwalungu, he has built there in Monze. So, you know, for all those things, that's why we are saying the same people who were with Jesus, they sold Jesus. And if me today, whatever I'll do, the right thing that I'll do, people won't appreciate. They'll only look faults from me. But now, on that one, you know, being as a human, we know, we understand. People who are in leadership, some of these things, you just have to look at them and continue with your development.
When you say there is massive development taking place in Zambia, and you've given an example of Munbashi, you've talked about Lusaka, and you've talked about Monze, what are some of the successes that you can point at to say Edgar Chagwalungu or the PF, from the time that they took over power, they have delivered here and there? Because when you look at our economy is not performing. And last year, 2020, President Edgar Lungu acknowledged and said, yes, our economy is not doing fine. And that is why he even launched the economic recovery plan. So when you say he has delivered, what about the issue of economy? What is it that you can point at and say, this is what the PF has done?
You know, my friend, one thing that you just have to know is just behind us there, you can just see this massive road here. You know, they have done this road from there up to there. You know, we have to appreciate, because we didn't have a road here. So just here, the road is there already. And, you know, when people, they say that, no, this and this, yes, people, they can say, because those who are not closer to Edgar Chagwalungu, for sure, they may see that he is not delivering.
Mr. Toloko, people who are not closer to Edgar Chagwalungu are Zambians, and they are feeling the pinch. Let's just give examples. When you took over power from the MMD, what was the price of a 25 kg bag of mini meal?
Yeah, it was 25. Then now, from that,
yes,
what I can tell you, as the days goes on, it doesn't mean that everything must be on the same price. No. Does it mean that when everything is on the same price, then that means things are moving? No, it's not like that. Yes, it was on that price. But what matters, as we are going on, those chemicals that they use to mix in fertilizers, you know, you find that today they increase on a bit of a price. Then tomorrow, the price of fertilizer will change.
Our kwacha has lost value to convertible currencies, including the dollar. When you took over from the MMD, kwacha to a dollar was at how much? And today we are talking about a different story. PF, you failed to manage the economy, and that is why prices have gone high. Issues to do with fuel prices, pump prices of fuel. Today, it is another story. The economy is not performing. Look at the reserves that you found and what we have now. The issue of the debt. And you still want people to appreciate and say the PF and President Edgar Lungu have delivered?
You know what? It's only those who have never moved. You know our kwacha. If today I tell you, can you travel from here to India, and you will find that our kwacha is more valuable than Indian kwacha. I'm telling you the truth. It's more variable than the Indian money. But yes, people, they may say that because of the differences of dollar. But the fact that I can tell you is, in all whatever, it doesn't mean that when the dollar is higher than the kwacha, what matters is, if here in Zambia we are doing everything here in Zambia, then that means we know that everything, even if it's kwacha, you know, differing with a dollar, it doesn't mean that it's affecting us. Because meal, we are getting it from Zambia. You know, we talk of...
We are growing our own maize.
Yes.
But meal is very
from
expensive.
Zambia.
No, but it's very expensive.
No, looking at the rate of the fertilizers. Looking at the rate of fertilizers.
But we can be manufacturing our own fertilizers.
Yes, even now we are doing it. Even now we are doing it.
And it is still expensive.
No, you know, if you say expensive, there's one thing that you don't understand. Now, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. You may tell me that only in Zambia things are expensive, but it's not like that. That's why I've told you, if today you travel to go to India, you find that our kwacha is more valuable than the Indian money, the Indian currency. You see what I mean? Because here they have just seen a bit of change. That's why now they are simply saying, I know our kwacha is down with dollar, what and so on. But those who are traveling, I'm assuring you, because me, I've traveled from, in Dubai, I've traveled in Hong Kong, I've traveled in China, I've traveled in India.
Mr. Toloko, we are growing our own maize. Year in, year out, the Ministry of Agriculture, they announced that we have recorded a bumper harvest. And you've talked about, us, manufacturing our own fertilizer. Why is it that the price for a 25 kg bag of mini meal has continued to be high? The price is too high, but we are growing our own maize. We are not exporting, we are not importing maize. Why is it so?
No, on that one, I've already started saying that. Yes, people, they may say that. But the fact is, we are looking at the rate of how much we are buying the fat. Yes, that's the only thing that can bring the bag of meal to go a bit of high. But the fact is...
So we have failed to start to be manufacturing our own fertilizer?
No, we are manufacturing. NCZ is working.
At which capacity, which percentage? NCZ is working. Just the day before yesterday, we had a story from Kafue, where the Member of Parliament there, Miriam Tonya, was calling on government to revamp nitrogen chemicals. So when you say we are manufacturing, at which capacity?
No, manufacturing is there and is being done by NCZ. And as you know, the government there, they've got, those people who are running the NCZ, yes, they may say that the fertilizer there is not really in a full functioning, but the fact is, NCZ is running.
Let's talk about the promises that you made to the Zambian people. You came on the political scene with more money in people's pockets, lower taxes, creating more jobs. First of all, you are a young person and you've traveled. You've visited different countries. Let's talk about the issues of employment in this country. Have you created jobs?
Yes, jobs are there. These roads, the one they are making, we say that they have employed people who are working there.
So on the job creation, you've created jobs?
One thing that I can tell you, my brother, you can't make each and everyone to smile. Why I'll say that? Even if today you go to UK, even if today you go to USA, one thing that I can tell you, the time when I went to China, I find those beggars in the street.
So even if we've got beggars, it's fine?
No, listen, let me tell you this. I find those beggars in the street. But people are saying that, no, China. People are saying, yes, no,
China
America.
Is developing.
Yeah.
The economy is doing well.
All those things people are saying about, America. We are not saying that America has done 100% development in America. It's not like that. Development. Whether whoever is going to say that, no, me, when I come, I'll do this, it's a lie. I'm telling you the truth. The fact that people need to know is development, we have to do it bit by bit. There is no one who can do the massive development in one day, and it can't happen. Because if it's to happen, then it was going to happen in the time when Jesus was there. Because Jesus was in Egypt. So why Egypt, they didn't make all those massive developments?
So when you say if someone is promising that when I come in, I'm going to bring development, it's a lie. That is what you said, Mr. Toloko.
The way our president is doing right now,
it is a lie.
These are already massive development. Because when you see schools are being built, hospitals are being built, roads are being built, all those things. These are already massive development. What other things can we talk? Do they want someone to do all those things in a minute or in a second? No. Whoever saying that he can do that, whether I've already stated that, when Jesus was in Egypt, when they didn't do all those massive things, Because
So if
Jesus
someone
was
is
in
promising,
Egypt.
it's a lie. He's lying, that person. If someone is
We
promising...
have to do these projects you have already seen is already a massive project.
According to you, Mr. Toloko, how do you describe development? What is development to you? Maybe we start according to you, what is development?
Development. One thing that I want to tell you is this, being aspiring for Munbashi, I'm promising the people of Munbashi to bring more development. The development is already there, but we are saying that we need to bring more development on top of what is there. You know, Munbashi, they have been sitting in opposition for so long. And we are not saying that the government, they have never done anything. The government is there. They are doing already, there are schools which are being built there. As we are saying right now, you know, they are working on this road from Nampundwe to, from farmers to Nampundwe.
That is development.
You know, how do you say when something is worked on? It's development. Once, whatever ritual that you touch is development.
It's development.
Yes.
So that
if you today, you go and farming there in Munbashi, today, you go get maybe, let me say, 2,000 bags of maize. After getting that 2,000 bags of maize, where are you going to invest that? Still in Munbashi. You think of, no, me today, let me build up a school.
That
the way I want to do me myself.
You want to build a
I
school.
want to build a school there in Munbashi.
Munbashi.
It's development.
You are waiting not until you have voted.
No, that one, yeah, we have to start it right now. We have got already blocks that we have already done it there. So it's just a matter of starting the development there. So it's development.
Let's talk about more money in people's pockets. You promised that you're going to put more money in people's pockets. Do Zambians have money today?
Yes, Zambians, they have money. You know, one thing that I can tell you is this. For someone to have money, it's in categories. One, if, you know, Munbashi is an agricultural area where we are doing agriculture and livestock. So one thing that I can tell you is this. Someone, he goes and buys animals and keep those animals at his place. He go farming. Already, we say that that person, what he's doing is well and good. This one goes and planting maize. Tomorrow, he gets maybe 500 bags of maize. Because as we are saying right now, you know, the government, they have given the people of Munbashi, they were getting each 7 bags of fertilizers this year. So we expect in Munbashi to have a bumper harvest. Because the government, they have thought of Munbashi to have a good farming
So,
there.
Mr. Toloko, am I going to be right if I say the only people that have got money are farmers? Those who are not into farming don't have money in their pockets.
No, that's why I stated that, you know, these things, they're in categories.
Yes, give us those categories. I've just asked a simple question. Do
Already,
Zambians have money?
they are miners. You know, we have got the Nampundwe mine. It's running. We have got, you know, Sebo is also doing the sugar plantation. People are employed
That is
there.
also farming.
That's farming. When you are doing the sugar plantation, that's farming already. You see? So people, they have got money in their pocket. You know, money in your pocket, it doesn't mean that you need to go and knock at State House and say that, give me money. No, it's not like that. More money in your pocket is the issue of working hard.
So you've delivered.
You need to work hard.
So Zambians have got money.
Yes, money is there.
Let's talk about lower taxes, and I want to marry it with more money. Zambian businessmen, people that own shops, salons, barber shops, they keep on complaining day in, day out to say taxes, issues to do with taxes is too much in this country. For you to start to set up a business, you need to go to Pakra, you need to go to the council, you need to bring inspectors. By the time you want to set up a business, you find that you've spent a lot of money in paying taxes. Those that are dealing with cars, they will tell you to say, it's too much taxes.
You know, all those people who complain about that, one thing that I can just tell you, they are lazy. Why I say that they are lazy? The time when I was in India, I thought that in India there is no toll gates. But I find that from there up to there, there's a toll gate. From there up to there, there's a toll gate. Even in Hong Kong, toll gates are there. So now the issue is, when you see someone complaining, is a lazy person, and there are the people now who expect that Edgar Chagwalungu gets his pocket money and go and give it to those people. That's not the thing we expect. But we expect people to work. And the one thing that you have to know is, it doesn't mean that when those people, they are being taxed, then that means they feel to be not in the world. It's not like that. Even if they go to Dubai today, even if they go to UK today, even if they go to USA today, all those taxes are there.
So you lied when you say you're going to lower taxes?
No, lower taxes. Lower taxes. It doesn't mean that when you say lower taxes, then that means that you have to, to say that, no, we are not going to tax these people. It's already lower. Because those taxes we are talking about, we are not saying that maybe you find that those who have got barber shops or those who have got shops, then that means they are paying millions. No. Because if you go to council, you find that the highest tax that you find there, it goes according to the business that you have. A barber shop man, you find that the barber shop, they will only be taxed maybe about less than 150 a barber shop. If it's to go high, maybe it will come maybe like, okay, someone who have got a shop, the highest it can go is only 900 accordingly. And in a day, but there are some which coming to 600. You see?
And in a day maybe it's making 200 profit.
No, that is yearly. So being taxed yearly, it doesn't mean that is every day. No, it's not taxed which are being taxed every day. No.
So according to you, taxes are lower. They're okay.
No, the taxes are okay, my brother.
Very much okay?
Very okay, my brother, because even if today we tell those people, can you go and stay in Joburg, they will find the same taxes are there. There is no country which has got no taxes. Every government sits on the taxes. Yes, they can have other things to do, but they sit on the taxes. No, it doesn't mean that the taxes that we have as it now, we are hammering the people more taxes. No, it's not like that.
Let's talk about corruption. Opposition political parties and Zambians have labeled your party and have labeled you people who belong to the ruling party as the most corrupt people. Do you believe in corruption, and do we have corruption under the leadership of Edgar Chagwalungu?
The way I've already said that no matter what,
people won't appreciate.
People won't appreciate. And the only thing that people will fight is to finding negative things. The good thing, they won't look at that.
Yes.
So, in all, what I can say is, our president, let him just continue working. Yes, these who are saying...
Do we have corruption, Mr. Toloko? Is there corruption in government?
Someone can say the corruption is there because it's not there when those transactions, when they were being done.
Someone will say, what about you?
No, the corruption is not there.
There's no corruption.
There's no corruption. If the corruption is there, then let someone who is saying that there's a corruption and find him a proof to say that what is there is this and this. Let the proof come out.
So according to you, there is no corruption?
No corruption. Who has come out to say that there's corruption here? And we need to see that person. Let him come in open and say, here, I've proved to Mr. Kelvin that what you have done here, Mr. Toloko has given you back something,
so
money here. Yes, then that means I've corrupted you. But the one who is saying that there is corruption, let him come out and say that, Mr. Toloko or Mr. Kelvin, what we have found you is this. Let him come in open. People who are not closer to you, the fact that I can tell you is, yes, they can have a lot of talks because they are not closer to you, and two, they are looking forwards from you. So, for them, one thing that you have to know is, in all whatever you are doing here, you yourself here, there are some already people behind you who are saying that, no, let me take over Mr. Kelvin's position here. And those people, they will be always creating faults on you. Today they lobby you this, tomorrow they lobby you lady, tomorrow they lobby you green, the other day they lobby you the other color. We'll be having a lot of colors because those people, they want to take over your position.
Mr. Toloko, there is no corruption in Zambia according to you. What do you make of the revelations of what is happening at the Ministry of Health? A contract worth $17 million was awarded to a company to supply medicine. Toxic and expired medicines, defective gloves and condoms were supplied to Zambians. And now we have seen Zambra writing to the same company, recalling so that they recall some medicine. And also, the license has been suspended. SEC told us that they have been investigating Honeybee because they believe that the awarding of the contract, as well as the awarding of the certificate, there was corruption involved. What do you make of the revelation of what is happening at the Ministry of Health?
You know, sometimes when things are happening, yes, it can happen. But the fact is, when people are busy looking faults from you, they will just look faults. And you know, in everything.
So what is happening at the Ministry of Health?
No, let me tell you this. In everything, whatever you are doing, yes, today people, they may say this. Tomorrow people, they may say another story. But the fact is, when you yourself, you are here. Do you know what is happening at home? Do you know what is happening at home?
Unless I call my wife.
So in that, just in that, you know these things you have seen, there's a president, there's what, it comes just like that. So once it comes like that, you have to know that if there was anything that went wrong there, it's not those top people. Those people are totally clean. Them, we can't even involve them. Why? When things are happening, I know I'm a contractor. It happens. Maybe I go and work to my contract. Maybe I did well there. Then when the inspector comes, I have to speak to the inspector. No, here what I have done is this. So from there, you will talk being as a human. It doesn't mean that when I talk to that person, that's corruption. No, it's not. Because we have talked one-to-one and to correct the mistake.
What do you make of the company that supplied their defective condoms, defective gloves, as well as expired medicine to the Zambian government? But the contract was worth $17 million.
No, on that one, for me to comment, let me not comment anything. You know, when things are being done on a high level, like me.
So that is higher than you?
Yes. You know, those
but it is happening in your government.
Yes.
The party that you support.
Yes. You know, when things are happening at a high level, for me to come up and say something where I'm not in that institution, then I'll make things which are not supposed to be commented.
The president today, we saw him making some reshuffles and firing certain permanent secretaries and appointing others, and including the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health has been fired. And the president lamented. He said, it is very disappointing that investigative wings, the police, the Anti-Corruption Commission, the Drug Enforcement Commission are not serious to tackle issues to do with corruption. And he's very disappointed. What do you make of that? That the president is disappointed in institutions, state institutions, such as the Zambia Police, the Anti-Corruption Commission, the Drug Enforcement Commission, where people have reported, but they don't want to take up the matter. And the president is very upset and disappointed. What do you make of that?
We recommend the president.
For?
You know, when the government is moving, always, where there is a mistake, they have to correct the mistakes. And once you have seen that there is a reshuffles, you know, it doesn't mean that when you're in government, then that means you can't be reshuffled. No. You can be reshuffled. But we recommend the president, and we have to say that our president, he has done well because he needs to see the right things.
Let us zero it in with Munbashi. You've talked about projects going on in Munbashi. You've talked about your plan to build a school. What is it that is prompting you this time around to stand and you want to represent the people of Munbashi? What is it that is prompting you?
One thing that I can tell you, my brother, is this. Munbashi, they have been sitting on opposition from the time when it was called Munbashi. But as I'm saying, or as we are talking right now, the people of Munbashi, they have changed now. What people of Munbashi need right now, they need more development. And they are ready to vote for Edgar Chagwa-Lungu. Why we are said that they are ready to vote for Edgar Chagwa-Lungu? The thing is, there is already development which are taking place there.
Even without voting for Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, there is development taking place.
Development is there. You know, even if those people, they didn't vote for him, but Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, he has decided to take the vote, the development there.
So even if they don't vote for him, Munbashi will continue to develop. Even if they don't vote for Kelvin Toloko, Munbashi will continue to develop.
Will continue having development because
so Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, to stand then.
No, Edgar Chagwa-Lungu is there for the people.
What about you?
No, me personally, being as aspiring candidate, Kelvin Toloko.
And my question is, why are you aspiring? Why do you want to represent the people of Munbashi?
You know, the incumbent, the one who is there, he has failed to deliver. You know, when we say to deliver, one, delivering, it doesn't mean that it's only the government which need to deliver. Even me, myself, I need to deliver. The same money that I'm being paid, I need to start empowering people in the same constituency. As I'm talking right now, you know Munbashi, it has changed. And in Munbashi, what they need right now...
Who has brought that change in Munbashi? Who has brought that change in Munbashi?
Because of the thing that they have seen that the government is working there through our President Edgar Chagwa-Lungu.
So the MP is nowhere to be. The MP has not developed Munbashi. It is just the president.
You know.
So even if they vote for Toloko won't take development because the president is taking development.
What is there is this, my brother. You know, those people, they have been always voting the opposition there. And one thing that I can tell you is this. Opposition is very difficult for him to go and tell our father, to say that, Father, what people of Munbashi need is this and this and this. But now, what you are appealing to people of Munbashi, or what you have told the people of Munbashi is, once they vote for Kelvin Toloko, the one who is standing for PF as aspiring candidate, once they have voted Kelvin Toloko, and Kelvin Toloko is able now to go and eat one plate with our father, Edgar Chagwa-Lungu. He's the only one.
So the
who
development
can answer.
that the president has taken to Munbashi, the MP has not robbed for those for the development.
You know, one thing that I can tell you, they are, you know, the government, they are thinking, you know, there is the CDF which they are doing every year. You know, once that CDF money goes there, that is opposition. He says that it's him who have delivered that. But where is the government? That's where now we need to go and teach the people of Munbashi and tell them that this money you have seen is the government. Our President Edgar Chagwa-Lungu is the one who is delivering this. Now, because that place there is an opposition there, then he go and stand and say that I'm the one who is doing this. But where is the government?
What is your vision for Munbashi? Do you have a vision for Munbashi constituency?
My vision,
and if you have, what is your vision?
My vision is I need to deliver Munbashi. You know, as we are saying right now, we just have to go and ask our father to say that there we don't have a hospital, and so we need to put up a hospital there.
There is no hospital in Munbashi.
No, we don't have colleges, schools, colleges, sorry.
There are no colleges in Munbashi.
The colleges we don't have in
You want to
Munbashi.
take colleges in
We
Munbashi.
just have to go and kneel down and say that, Father, the people of Munbashi, they need this.
The college.
You know, schools are there. Because as we are saying that right now, if you go to Shabasonje, schools are there. If you go to Shibuyunji, you find the new schools are built there. If you go to Mukulaikwa, new schools are built there. It's the government which are all financing all those things. All those things we are saying is development. Because if I remember in 91, when I was at Munbashi school, we used to go to Mumbwa Secondary School. But right now, you won't find that people are still going to Mumbwa Secondary School. We have got secondary school within the area.
And
but
it is just government, not even the member of parliament. The member of parliament has got nothing to do with secondary schools that have been built in Munbashi.
You know, Munbashi, it has been existing in an opposition. So there is no way opposition can go and stand to say that I've delivered this. What can he point to the opposition?
So according
because
to you,
that person, he don't have his father and mother.
So according to you, Mr. Toloko, we have seen government releasing CDF, and Munbashi has been receiving CDF. According to you, Mr. Toloko, where or how has been CDF been, utilized in Munbashi? If all the development schools that you're pointing out to say these schools have been built by government, in CDF, where is CDF first of all for Munbashi? Have you been receiving CDF?
Even now, as we are saying right now, I think tomorrow they are doing the CDF at the council. There are some contractors now who are bidding tomorrow to go and do the final touches, So
Munbashi has been receiving CDF?
Yes, the CDF is there.
And it hasn't worked?
No, it's working. It's there, it's working. That's why I'm saying that even tomorrow now, there are some contractors who are going there to Munbashi.
So Majira Jamba has delivered because CDF has made sure that CDF is used in a proper manner, or it goes into intended project.
Yes, him is saying that he has delivered. That's why now I'm challenging him to say, let him come and join. Let him come and join the PF. There's no way
because
you can point at.
According to you, CDF belongs to PF.
CDF.
Yes.
Yes, the government.
So even if
PF is the government which is in law now. And there's no way the opposition can come and say that what I have done is this. Then that money is coming from the government. We just have to go and teach the people there to tell them that this is the government. It's not the opposition. Because I know the opposition is happy to see that because he's the one now, is the incumbent who is there now. Now, him is happy with that to say that because there is this, there is CDF, then now we started pointing at CDF. It's me who have done this. I went to got a pic at Shabasonje there. Then that pic, the one I got, then I throw it on a group WhatsApp. Then you know what someone stated there? He said that all these things you are getting pics to say that it's the government doing that. It's Jamba who have done this. But the fact is, yes, I'm sorry to mention the name of my brother, Mr. Jamba, but the thing is, it's the government that has delivered there.
And Jamba has done nothing. Because CDF is coming from government.
What can Jamba do? Because Jamba doesn't have father and mother.
So
and
development to say that can only come if you've got a father and a mother.
No, what we are saying is, it's the government delivering. So we have to point at the government because now they are in opposition. So they shouldn't say that it's them who have delivered, but it's the government. So we have to say that it's the government at work.
Mr. Toloko, there is a constituency within Lusaka. The member of parliament is from PF. He hasn't delivered in his constituency, and he said, I haven't delivered because I haven't been supported by my party. And you are saying you can only deliver if you've got a father and a mother. If ECL is your father, you're a member of parliament, then that is when you're going to deliver.
No. I'm not saying that you can only deliver when you have got a father and mother. I'm saying the government is delivering there. The projects are already there.
So
as
the
we are
person
saying,
from the opposition should not stand and say, I've delivered, because he has got no father and mother.
no, they shouldn't say that. They have to point at the government and say that the government has delivered.
But if
because it's the government which is delivering there.
What if he stands in parliament and start asking ministers to say, I need a school in my constituency? So, Minister of General Education, I'm asking that this time around you should build a school. If he asks government to say, I need a hospital, a clinic in my area, government and the Minister of Health, can you come in and help people of Munbashi? And a school, a hospital has been built in Munbashi. Are you still saying the opposition or a member of parliament cannot stand and tell people to say, I went to parliament, I represented you people, I spoke on your behalf, I lobbied for a clinic, and here's a clinic. You shouldn't say that because money is coming from government. Is it what you're saying?
That's true, because let him point at what the government has done there. And what we want is to see what Edgar Chagwalungu has done there in Munbashi.
So even if it's him who asked government to do it, he shouldn't say, I'm the one.
No. That's where now we are challenging to come and join PF. That shows that when he stands there and say that the PF has done nothing, that's where now we have to point it, to say that the PF is at work. The PF is at work. All those things which are going on there, they are not looking at because they didn't have any vote there, but the thing is, PF is at work, and they are working. And I'm challenging to say that if the opposition from today onwards, if he's still mentioning that is the one who delivered those things, no. I'm challenging to come and join PF.
Majina Jamba is an independent member of parliament. He doesn't belong to any political party. He's independent.
That's why we are saying he don't have his mother and father. He don't have his father and mother. So now I'm challenging him to come and join the winning party. Because why we are saying that we are challenging to come and join the winning party has done some massive development there. When we say massive development, yes, for sure. You know, as I've already stated that we have got schools there. You see, CDF is going there.
So you've got schools, government has built schools.
Yes, as we are saying right now, if you go to Mukulaikwa there, Mukulaikwa Primary School, there's a secondary school that they are building. It's the government. We can't say that because the opposition is there now, he wants to stand and start pointing at those things that is we have done that. No, I'm challenging that.
Mr. Toloko, we have to go. Let's talk about issues of empowerment. Have people of Munbashi received their share when it comes to empowerment? Have they been empowered? And what is your vision?
Yeah, empowerment. Yeah, empowerment is there. Just 2 weeks ago, our DC was in Kabwe. He went with some of the clubs where they have received empowerment, and all those people.
Is that enough, or do you have plans to make sure that more people are empowered in Munbashi, or it is enough with what is happening?
No, we need more people to be empowered in Munbashi. But, you know, the way we do, you know, these people sometimes, when you are empowering them, they only think that when they receive, then they shouldn't turn it back. But empowerment is like this. When the government has empowered you, those are the things that we are busy now teaching them. When the government has empowered you, and you have to pay it back. You make a profit, you remain a profit, then what you got from the government, turn it back. So that again you have to increase on what you have got from, so that they have to give you another one. But the empowerment is there, because as we are saying right now, people, they were getting empowerment. And we have got one club which we are given a tanker. And, you know, this is there now to fight for those guys. So that from there, the tanker must come there. And the people of Munbashi, they have to see that tanker. They see that the government is at work. And the government is there to empower the people of Munbashi. And one thing that I can tell you is this. You know, we are there in Munbashi to work with the people, to work with the community. And so far what we have done, even them, they are the people of Munbashi. They are able to see. You know, there are things that from all those people who have been standing in Munbashi, they have never done it. But us, we are able to do those things there. Because one, You know, we have empowered already 20 families with animals. We have empowered 20 animals.
As government, not as Toloko.
That one is Toloko now.
Toloko has empowered the people.
We have empowered.
We have to go, Mr. Toloko. But my final question is: if you are not adopted to stand on the PF ticket, I know there is another member of your party who is also aspiring, Ibrahim Mwamba. If you are not adopted to stand on the PF ticket, what is next? Are you going to stand as an independent, or are you going to defect?
Me, I've been in PF. Even when PF started, I've been in PF. I've been in PF.
So if you're not adopted,
you know, let me tell you one
PF.
thing. Let me tell you one thing. One thing that people should know is all business people, they have to work with the government of the day. Why I'm saying this? You know, me, I've been in PF from the time when PF started. Even when we had Davis Mwira, when he was the SG, we used to go there. Even when our president, Edgar Chagwalungu, the time when he came now, when we started campaigning, we were there.
So if
me myself, the time when our president had that rally in Chipata, the first rally he had in Chipata, we were in Chipata for 4 days. Me, Bota, and the other friend, Sten, and my young bro, the other young bro. We were there for 4 days in Chipata. When the president came, we meet. There was Kaiser, there was Amos Chanda, and we met one-to-one.
If you are not going to be successful or to be adopted, what is it that we are going to? Are you going to defect? Are you going to stand as an independent?
The fact that I can tell you is, in Munbashi, even tomorrow, if you want, you go and ask. You go and ask. Me, the way I'm telling you is, we have to support PF until 2026.
Even if you're not adopted, you still
even
remain
if I'm not adopted,
you
but
so
the
much.
fact I know, there's no other person who can be adopted there. It's only me. Because why I'm saying that, you know, when you go down there in Munbashi, they only talk about Toloko.
Thank you
because
so much.
I'm the one who is there on the ground. I know what I have done with the people of Munbashi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toloko, for making an appearance on this special interview. Wishing you all the best, even as you stand come August 12th, and wishing you all the best as you continue with your campaigns in Munbashi.
Yes, now my appeal to people of Munbashi is to vote at Edgar Chagwalungu.
Okay.
And the aspiring candidate, Kelvin Toloko.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Toloko.
Thank you for the interview, Mr. Kelvin.
Thank
we
you so
look
much.
forward to see you again when you call us again.
Thank you so much. This has been a special interview on your channel of choice, Muvi Television, and I've been talking to Kelvin Toloko, who is Munbashi constituency aspiring candidate. He's a PF member, and you've heard it that the only name that is known in Munbashi is Kelvin Toloko. My name is Kelvin Tabola Chifoko. On behalf of Mavuto Piri, my producer as well as director. Until next time, good night.
Thank you.